With P4P Boxing. Just wanted to ask you quickly your initial reaction to the press conference, and obviously someone didn't turn up.
Yeah.
So, what's your initial reaction?
The B-side, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's difficult to say fun and games, you know, when you go to the length of organising a press conference, booking people tickets to come over from the States and stuff. It's less than a month out.
Yeah.
Did they look at it and think, nah,
yeah,
London, cold, like, go over there? You know, does it affect our training? I think it's a bit of that.
Yeah.
But I also think it's a bit of, you know, they know over here it's the KSI show. And I think it's a little bit like, we're not going to dance to their tune.
Yeah. Because
or else they would have come on a video link, which was, you know, apparently what they insisted on doing, and then they cancelled last minute on a video link and stuff like this, you know. So lots of fun and games, bit of mind games, but I think also a little bit the coaches have probably said, nah, you are not getting on a plane to London, which would have been 3 days out of training.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, ready for a big fight week.
100%. And I want to add, you said you paid a lot of respect to JJ and how much he's put into this and why he doesn't and whatnot. How is it to work with him?
He's very easy to work with because he's very driven, and we share a very similar philosophy on it, on this space. So Mams, JJ, me, my brother, our whole team. You know, we have a very shared view on what this should be. And as much as today looks like the KSI show, it's about that space and that misfits, and he's been very vocal about it as well. He wants to sort of, you know, without sounding patronising to the other people, but he wants to give back and put a space out there. And you know, that's something where he's very, very driven by it, and you see what this young man does when he's driven to something. It's pretty impressive.
And on JJ, do you think that fight that everyone's talking about, that fight between him and Jake Paul, would it be a tight fight? What do you feel like that fight would be like if it were to happen?
On a sporting level?
Yeah.
I'll be totally honest. I can't see someone in this space beating KSI.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm confident on that is simply because I've seen his mindset.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that Jake Paul is some standout talent, you know. No, I'm not buying that.
Okay.
I think he's doing really well, and credit to him. He's also clearly taking it very seriously. I'm a bit baffled because he's wants to go down that sort of classic boxing route a little bit more. Yeah. Some of the WBA convention, for example, this week. So it's, you know, he wants to try and become a fighter, which once again I respect. But if you do that, then you have to fight very regularly, not 3 times a year, not twice a year. You've got to be fighting 6-7 times a year at this stage of your career. So you're going to have to take fights on other shows, do smaller shows, whatever it is to get yourself out. If you're going down that route, you're not going to, you know, he's talking about beating world champions and things like this. You're not going to be able to do that if you're boxing twice a year against Anderson Silva. That's then crossover boxing. So it's a little bit the journey he goes down, but that's not really my business.
I wanted to talk to you about Josh Kelly, and in particular, what is next for him?
You know what? I meet with Adam Booth next week. He's trainer manager, a friend of mine since many years, and we'll sit down next week and look at it. It's going to be an active one. You know, we look at the domestic names, but also what's the way to the world title. I think that's what we'll be looking at.
Would you be looking at Kelly Ben?
Kelly Ben, yeah. Someone else mentioned that to me. I'm not going to talk about any Conor Ben fights till I know exactly what's happening with Conor Ben.
All right, fair enough. And I wanted to ask about Chris Eubank. Do you feel like next year he could start challenging for world titles if he is successful?
I mean, you know, he's been in the World Boxing Super Series, and he's you know, he's fought at the highest of levels. You know, he's learned along the way. Learning means that you know he's lost fights as well. Of course, he lost against George Groves in a great fight. Against Billy Joe in a fight very early in his career. Learned from them and beaten top opposition. So, you know, he's in a position to fight for world titles next year, but we have to look at what the biggest fights are for Chris. And, you know, it's world champions like Erin say Lara. I don't really think that's going to do, you know, the sort of size of event that Chris Eubank Jr. wants to be involved in.
All right, thanks.